Hello and welcome to What's Map for Cities Skylines, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. There are thousands of items on the workshop now, so finding the right one for your next city build is a huge task. So each day, Monday to Saturday, we'll review some using our 5-star rating and the coveted seal of approval. So join me, fellow Skylines explorers, as we venture out to today's new land. Who am I? I'm BonBonB, and you are very, very welcome.
Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What's Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. BonBon here, how you doing? Right, Monday, new week, and I have fixed the resources problem. Those with me last week will know that all of my resources were showing up as mixed greys. And I found it, and for those that want to know, and you're going to say, but obviously, well, obviously or not, the conflict I had was between the Hide It mod and the No Radioactive Desert and More mod. Now you're going to say you don't need to use both. Yeah, I know. But I couldn't work out which setting within Hide It was what I needed to use for the not killing the trees in the water. So this forced me to find it, but it took me, the longest time. I've had so much fun this weekend, just restarting the game over and over again, eliminating mods. Well, it was worth it in the end. I'm sure you'll think it's worth it in the end, and I'd like you to show your approval for this by responding to your daily reminder. Thank you. That's right, hitting the like button really does support the channel. It gets me seen by more people and helps me grow a little bit more every single day. Thank you very much for your support. Today's map is quite nice, you know. Izmit by Momo Timbuktu, aka Louis. Izmit, Turkey, apparently. There's your start square. Looks okay from up here with some very interesting looking intersections down below, I would say. Resources. Look, resources. They have gone to town. They have gone to town. Lovely. Off to the workshop. Now, there are a few things to subscribe to. It's not the world's longest list, though. There you are. That's your lot. We'll be using Al's alternative Mediterranean theme and the not realistic. Just teasing. The vanilla European LUT. There we are. Apparently, we could have used Coastal Byronics, but apparently, this is the first choice, so we're going with the first choice. The map looks really nice. Okay, I'm going to get that right out of the way first, and look at the roads. You can already tell. This is a good start to the show. You can already tell that the quality and the standards are here today. Now, I've made a note, but Louis has said that they worked in tandem with another creator here to produce the networks, and that's where the roads come out of there. Slightly scary looking bridge here, scary in a good way. You know, it's realistic. I feel this bridge, it's good. And then back into tunnels. But yeah, not scary in a, oh my god, we're going to die kind of way. But hey. Now, this is my favourite intersection coming up here on the entire map. I kind of believe it. And look at how it's situated in the valley amongst the hills. That ain't easy. And compared to one or two of the other intersections, which are fine, there's nothing bad amongst intersections. This one is the one that shines for me as being just a little bit special. Just a wee bit special. And then we S-bend our way down the mountain, not down the hills, it's not really a mountain, and towards look, it's just glorious, isn't it? It's just really smoothly, nicely done. 2 lanes coming up so that the cars can overtake the slow running trucks and such. And then we get to this intersection, not the start square intersection. Again, very tidily done with the tunnels going in, perfectly done. Traffic running around. And we've got a dead end road here, potential start location. A road closed. Okay. That's not the last time we're going to see that sign in today's show, but the last time we're going to see it used correctly. Look out for that one as we progress. But fine, it's fine. Now, as we enter the start square and the city centre, we've got a lot of advertising going on. A lot of adverts. I don't mind them. I'd rather they weren't there. I would personally remove them instantly on taking on the map, but I don't mind them. They're fine. Now, this intersection, this is the start square intersection. It's perfectly lovely, actually. Perfectly lovely. All the options to get started are here. On this side of the road, it's like this tree in the middle of the... Yeah, I'm happy with that. It's fairly rural looking. Nice basic detailing going on there as well. Good mix of trees and foliage. We have got the footpath. The footpath actually crosses underneath and over the highway. Tidily done, actually. You won't want to be walking too high on the footpath, and that makes its way down. A little bit of a glitch there, but nothing major to here. And now our pedestrians can walk all the way down the coast following this footpath. All the way. Well, we'll check that out after the intermission. But first of all, we've got a little job to do. Yes, it's today's assets of the day. It's a pack. It's the Modern Sufficiency House Pack by Arms Plans. Arms Plans, one of my favourites, current creators. They're doing some really good modernist builds, and I love this. In fact, I'm loving all of their current stuff. Really tidy, really clean, and well designed. And the sun seems to be setting. We'll have to sort that out straight after this. Factoids. Factoids because factoids. Since the 1920s, the United States government's filmmaking agencies have made more than 500 educational films about teeth and how to care for them. So yes, scrubber, dubber. Oh, god blimey, that's going to be stuck in my head all day today. Yeah, the little adverts in the Grease. Remember Grease? I remember Grease. I remember putting it in my hair when I had hair. Anyway, Modern Sufficiency House Pack by Arms Plans. Today's lovely assets of the day. And suddenly it's daylight again. Suddenly it's daylight again. Oh, and the first thing I do when I'm doing the review is I set the slider and stop the day-night cycle. And yeah, normally I do, but clearly today I failed. Okay, right, so we've got the two highways to separate up and go over the canal here. Now, this intersection here, I like. It's split over two sides of the canal. This side I like. There's something organic and almost floral about it. I like this side of the canal for the intersection. We've got some nice detailing in the middle of the roundabout there, some sort of like crescent moon. And you can see how it changes 3 times as we zoom in with the different LODs. So coming right here, you can see how pretty it is as we get down to street level. And then if we pull back a little bit, it kind of like just merges. It's quite hard for me to spot. And then bing with the LOD. Yes. It's nothing that Momo could do about that at all. Loving the rock detailing. A lot of the rocks here are vanilla as well, which adds to the wonder, because really not using any custom rocks there is, well, pretty special. Anyway, this side of the inside of the canal, the intersection I'm less sold on. I mean, it's very practical, it works, everything's smooth. I was expecting some tree clipping at some points, and there isn't any at all. There's nothing wrong with it. It just, I don't really buy into the glory and splendour of the intersection. Intersection is supposed to be glory and splendour. Here we go. Once again, come right in close here. We can see this little star with the flowers. It's very pretty. It's good work. We pull back, merges, and then bing again as we pull right back with the LOD. All very nice. It's good work. It is very good work indeed. We'll come down. The roads will separate again to go either side of the canal again, just for fun. Then over here, this side I quite like. There's only one little part of this intersection I don't like. This bend here is a little on the tight side. If you imagine you're coming around here, merging into the highway, traffic hurtling down there at 100 or whatever city speed you want to be running, you are gonna, I'd like to see it just smoothed out a little bit somehow. This side's perfectly fine, perfectly practical, no issues with that side at all. Quite happy. Some very nice, again, good mix of trees, bit of interesting detailing going on here. I'm not really sure what was actually going on here, but we've got planks, fallen trees, and monoliths all together. Yeah, okay, educate me in the comments. Tell me what you think was going on there. Anyway, the two highways, they merge back together. It's all very smooth and slick and professional. I mean, very smart, I've got to say. We'll head off now towards the Foggaroony. And the Foggaroony normally means we can go and have a look at the rail if we had rail on this map. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Just thinking, sure, I saw some rail bonbon. What are you talking about? Yes, we have. There's not really too much to talk about. It's pretty smooth. There's really no problems with it at all. In fact, we're going to fly over it at a rate of knots. Normally, I cruise along a little bit, pointing out high points and low points and maybe minor niggles and stuff. But really, I had to check under here. I think this is where it was all going to go wrong, if it was going to go wrong anywhere. And there's really nothing to say. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. We'll come back up again and just a cruise over the canal. Is there going to be Blue Mantle? Blue Mantle, anybody? Nah. I'm looking for a reason to mark the map down, you see. I'm looking for a reason, any reason, to mark the map down. Oh, hello. Got some floating foliage. Ooh. Wonder if I can find any more like that. One item like that I would let go, you know? But, yeah, one bit of floating foliage. Obviously, non-terrain conforming foliage there. Just like a little waft in the breeze. Okay, yeah, the rail just carries on straight under here, under there, past where there's obviously supposed to be some sort of station. All good. Past all the ad hoardings, which we can't see from the train. Boo. And then, yeah, you know what? Do you know what? I think we're pretty much, yeah, running out of things to talk about with the rail. So after the intermission, we'll have a look at the terrain, we'll have a look at the shipping routes if there are any, we'll have a look at the water flow if there is any. There is a little bit of a glitchy problem with the map, minor one, which you'll be looking forward to seeing, I'm no doubt. And then we'll rate it up. What are you thinking so far? You thinking 5 stars all round? Are you? Really? Okay.
Are you having trouble keeping roundabouts around when you connect other roads? Do you wonder how on earth do other people manage this? Then you need BonBonB's Guide to Perfect Roundabouts. Click the information button now.
And we're back. We got away from the networking. We'll have a look at some more networking. We'll look at the shipping routes. We have basically what appears to be some kind of lake. I haven't looked at Google Earth to find out whether it's a lake or an inlet, but we have a shipping route on it, which is great if you want to do docks. That is fine by me. Loops nicely like that. It's like a little tadpole's head. And then down here we have a river. The river comes down from a reservoir, which we will be checking out because there's an interesting feature going on there as well. And a couple of things that could be improved with the reservoir, but we'll have a look here. The water is flowing. This goes through the start square as a canal. And you can tell there is water flow going through the canal quite happily. And we'll check this canal a bit later on. There's one or two minor grumbles about the canal as well. Minor stuff. Nothing that'll stop you playing the map. Okay, let's have a look at this. Well, first of all, we went, wow, look at the resources. They went to town, didn't they? Do you know what? I think it really works. It's got a really unusual look to it, but also quite natural. And I'm buying into it. I like the, loving the theme's great. Owl, anything done by Owl is always going to be great. But yeah, the theme is superb. Okay, now what shall we check out? The reservoir. I said the reservoir, didn't I? Now, a couple of things with this reservoir. First of all, we've got a fake dam. That's fine. I don't have an issue with a fake dam. It's all aesthetic. We've got the marshes at the top as well, which we'll check out in a moment. I'm not so sure about these pipes. I don't know. I think they're probably too wide, too big. There's something, you can see the water glitching underneath it. You've got to get at the right angle to really appreciate them. It's quite easy to be at the wrong angle on those pipes. And yeah, I don't know what I'd do to improve them. But I do know what I did do to improve up here. The marshland. It's fine. It's a really nice idea, actually. But I don't buy into the shape of it. Like, it's almost a straight line where the reeds start and finish. So what I'm going to do is like some high speed, and once again, not exactly how I would do it, but I'm just going to just like clean it up a little bit. I'm going to place a little bit more of the marsh reeds around the edges to make it thicker and yeah, more believable. And now we've got a slightly more believable shape to the marshes. Where the deeper water would be, there wouldn't be so much. I'd still actually thin the marsh reeds out a little bit the further we get into the lake, but that I think looks a lot more believable. That said, it's a really nice touch, and don't let anything I've said there take away from the fact that the actual marsh was a really nice idea and fairly well executed. The river edges, we've got a little bit of the digital glitching going on here. I think coming back with a smoothing tool just to tidy these up would possibly improve them, but still they are not bad. They're not the worst, and they're way out of the 25 tiles, so you may grumble and say, well, it doesn't matter, does it? Now the river's quite wide. It's quite wide at this point, narrows here, and then widens up again. And here is a little problem. It widens up without an extra water source, and you can see it gets really shallow and a little bit gloopy because there's just not enough water pouring through there. So I would stick another water source at about that this location maybe, just to top up the water that's coming through for the extra width. So it gets to here and it seems okay about that point. It's just a short spell that needs a little bit extra water. Then the canals. Now the canals are okay. They're okay. I think the key drawing could be just a little bit smooth. It just seems in places a little bit wibbly wobbly in places. Again, specifically what, I couldn't tell you, but I'd just redraw a few of those edges personally. Still, again, a really nice idea to have a canal going through underneath a really nice intersection. This comes down to, is the essential lighthouse. It's a lovely thing. Yeah, don't know if I'd have any lighthouse there. You're not going to get any shipping going up there, but maybe it's an old lighthouse from eons ago. This footpath, I did say we could walk up the footpath along the edge of the coast, and we'll do just that. Now, if I was a pedestrian, I'd be a little bit miffed off about this, making me walk around this garden. It's fine, it's a very pretty garden, okay? It's a very pretty garden, but I would have preferred a direct route, maybe some steps up, just to avoid having to walk around it, because you're going to walk all the way down here to this little location. Again, nice little garden here. Don't know why there's a garden here. Maybe it's a real life garden. And again, a missing decal. Minor issue. I'm just going to grab one and I'll paste that one in there, and that fixes that one. Again, these won't be fixed if you decide to subscribe to the game, if you're new to to the map. If you're new to subscriptions, because this is just within my game, you'll need to do this work yourself. And here's that other road closed sign. It's the end of a footpath. See what I mean? It's not used so well. Right, we've got a castle garden this entrance, and we'll follow up here. Now, if anything, I think the water level on this canal's a little bit too low, and just putting a few more spawn points down here may actually have helped the issue. And it's very low in some places actually. Again, where it narrows up and widens again. We come up towards the water source area. There's a part where it's not a canal and it's not particularly high banked, so you can't really pump too much water out of the water source itself. Down here we have a little island. Now this is fine. This is perfectly lovely. I quite like the fact that, well, it's just fine actually. This part of the map here is probably the most boring. It's almost like Momo had run out of trees and ideas, and although you do get areas of land which are quite boring, I feel that this is just lacking inspiration, this area here. Just off the whole map, one little area. And this area here, I don't know what's going on here either. So anyway, your chance to vote on the map. Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. We use it at the end of the month for the viewer's choice, a top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month? I think it's got a chance. I think it's got a chance indeed. Right, okay, my ratings. Aesthetically, I think it looks good. Certainly could look better, but I think it does look good. It's not a 3-star map by any shape, but I'm going to call it a low 4. It's still a 4, but it's a low 4. Detailing, across the whole, very good. No major issues with it, but there are some bits that need tweaking. And because of that, 4 stars. Gameplay potential. Lots of potential with this map. But again, I can't give the 5th star because I still think there's huge amounts of this that probably before you got stuck into, you'd want to do some work to make it your own. And so for that, I'm going to remove the perfect star, bring it down to 4 stars. 4 stars all around. And unusually for an all 4-star map, no seal of approval. I'll talk about that in a moment. But Izmit by Momo, Timbuktu, Lewis. That is today's map of the day. Yeah, no seal of approval. I just feel that there's a little bit... I mean, for 4 stars all around, normally you get a seal of approval. Just feel there's a little bit too much work to be done before you can crack on and play. It's still a perfectly good map, though. Perfectly good map. And I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Well, thanks for watching, for commenting, for liking, and for subscribing. Join me tomorrow for another map in the What's Map series. It's a request map tomorrow. Will it be a good one, or will it be a stinker? And then tomorrow night, the last in the current series of a City Edition. Join me for that one. Have a great day, and I'll see you very, very soon.